Hey everyone, hope you're having a great day, staying safe. So today I will be showing my Power Rangers in Space collection. And this is part of what I've got from that collection. Well, I think all of it. I just may have one missing for now. It's just been out of stock and it's due back in stock. So, oh well, it's worth the wait. So, firstly, my favourite yellow Power Ranger, as Ashley was one of my favourites for yellow. Sorry for anyone that disagrees, but that's my fave out of the Yellow Rangers. And I'm really looking forward to opening these and displaying them. So we have the Pink Ranger. Of course. I like the art on the sides like that. I think it looks better. But this is the pink. We got both. Each figure was £10 a piece. I disagree with the labelling of this one. It says in space. No, it's not. It was first seen. And if you look at the weapon, it was Power Rangers Turbo. So this should be Power Rangers Turbo. And yes, that annoyed me. And by the looks of this, they didn't even paint his crystal properly. It just looks like a black dot, or he's been shot. So that's not good. Definitely won't be getting the supposedly invisible one. Let's just say the invisible one's standing in the middle. And we got Carlos, the black in space ranger. So that's pretty cool. The artwork's nice on this. I will be opening some of the stuff, and I like the back of the box, but it won't be standing up like that because it'll fall over. So as I said, I do have more of the stuff, so I will need to move then. Ooh, poor Pink Ranger, she fell over. Okay, let's go with the easiest to find to the hardest. And these were all got from Amazon and shops, nothing from eBay. As a lot of these shops, you don't expect Power Rangers Lightning collection to be in, and ouch, they are, and they're cheap. So we got Andros and Astronomer. I quite like the box for this. It looks nice. I'll be using the box to store stuff in, I think. Then you got red like that. I will open these, I think, for the video. Or at least one or two of them. Then, like I said, shop we weren't expecting to find it in. we got this from. For a nice oh come on camera, you can do this. Focus, £25. Sorry I can't show longer, but the cameras make a Google app, and Google wants you to buy Google Pixel Stinksels. And I don't want a Google Stinksel, as I have no use for one, as I don't use Google Maps. I don't use any Google apps except YouTube, as I don't care to store my phone numbers on my phone or on Google, as it's none of Google's business how many phone numbers I have or don't have or would have. But yeah, the next one is this one, and I haven't seen a cheap one of this. They're all very expensive and very hard to find. I've looked on eBay just to compare the prices, and wow, they want £100 for this. Seriously, I wouldn't pay more than 50 because Hasbro does not make anything perfect. It makes mistakes after mistakes. As after all, if you've seen my Power Rangers Zero video, I pointed out a mistake and they ain't gonna fix them because Hasbro don't understand the Power Rangers collection. They just think it's a marketing toy and they'll make money posting the wrong things. Yeah, you can zoom in camera. So we have Ecliptorian Red, and this one itself was quite dear. And then I looked at Amazon, and it was cheaper. But we did get this cheaper because we were looking around Christmas time, or my brother was, and he would find stuff that just come up for sale and get them that way. That's why over in there is a White Ranger, and there's also Green Ranger in a box. So my last figure set to show is the Psycho Rangers, and while I like the box, I do think it's a bit cheap and bulky. But yeah, I quite like the Psycho Rangers, and I had to have them. I did keep mentioning that to my mum and my brother that I wanted them for my collections, because Hasbro knows nothing about what people really want is done, nearly, as they're not going to pull out Turbo properly because of the Blue Ranger is what they blame it on. So let's check out a couple of these figures, and I'll be back in a second once I open the boxes. So we're back. So here's the Yellow Ranger. I quite like it. It's, like I said before, Yellow Ranger from In Space was my favourite Yellow Ranger. So I had to get it. The weapon does fit nicely in the holster. So that's good. It's a lot. Well, I do think the joints are a bit flimsy, so it won't get moved around too much, and they're very stiff, the arm joints are. And I don't want to break them, so I'm not going to try and force them, as Hasbro obviously makes them so you can't really move them well. So what did you get with Ashley? You got her head, which doesn't really look that good, as maybe it's so they don't have to pay the licensing for the actor. And you got Starslinger. I really need to watch this series again, because it was one of my favourite. I did see it first when I went to Disney, as it was playing on a Disney channel. This I probably will just chuck somewhere or in a bag. Don't really use like the spare hands, so don't need them. So now on to the Phantom Ranger. He does just look like he's been shot. No joke. That little hole there just looks like it's a bullet hole, and that's all it really feels like. The movement in the figures are a bit stiff, as they've just come out of the box, obviously. I don't like the weakness of the wrists. That's one thing I do notice with the figures. They are weak on them kind of joints. Get this, which comes with the putties and any of the baddies, I believe. Make the cogs, I think. Get this effect, which doesn't really look that good. As that's what it's supposed to look like. But I don't like it. Well, I like it better than the chest one that clip folds around the figure, but other than that, I'm happy with the figure. I would measure the height, but the legs kind of don't go into the right positions to do that, as they always come up smaller, and I don't know why. I think it's the weakness in them. So we have Silver Ranger as a Psycho Ranger. It was only seen for a couple of minutes in the episode, so that should have been a special edition on its own, and put the classic Silver Ranger in the box instead. But other than that, I kind of have a problem with the arm joints, which I'll show you now, which I kind of think the arm joint looks a bit cheap and a bit deformed. And seriously, your elbows don't look like that. As a figure like that, it looks better, but it feels like there's a bit of the arm missing. Who knows, I could be just seeing it wrong, but it just doesn't look right. The arms don't when they go like that. As where's the elbow? It basically feels. And that just looks really deformed. So let's get to his accessories. So you have TJ's head. And you have Zayn's head. So they each get their heads. Zayn's weapon of choice, I guess. Looks nice. Then you've got the Blue Ranger's weapon, which that is fine. I'll probably find a defect in it eventually watching. Other than this, which is a big disappointment because it's 2 weapons, not 1. 2. I have 2 hands. So does the Blue Ranger. He should have 2 in this item. So that's why I'm a bit disappointed in that set. Then you got the generic hand for the Psycho Ranger, which I think all the Psycho Rangers have one of these kind of hands. Then you got a blast effect, which looks horrible. I just don't like them. Sorry, but I hate them. Then you got the hand that looks generic to them all. So, thank you for watching. Have a great day. Stay safe, and I'll try and be in a better mood next time I film.